Something to think about is we always need to have an opinion, especially a negative one, I think there's this feeling, isn't there? There's this me over here, somehow, and then always finding fault. It's a really powerful habit most of us have. We read endless stories every day, bombarded from every direction in our lives about all the things happening in the world, and immediately we find fault. Look at that war there. Look at what those people are doing. Look at that maniac politician. Look at what he said. Look at what she said. And what's interesting, we always say it as if somehow we haven't got that, And what do you think it does? One, it creates this, first of all, for ourselves, forget about the effect it has on others. Forget that. The first point is really to have this powerful understanding that whatever we say and whatever we think, first of all, as we talk, produces us, So you can be in your own room all day, nobody else hearing you, and you can be angry at the television, angry at the iPad, angry at the newspaper. What do you think you're producing by the end of the day? A completely exhausted, unhappy person. So it's this one of having to have opinions. And it's shocking to us to think that we don't need to have one, But actually, it's a really powerful way to look. And if you do have an opinion, there's a really good way to do it. There's two ways. A bird needs two wings, right? Wisdom and compassion. Well, to develop the wisdom wing, which is developing your own qualities, seeing your own mind, taking your own responsibility, is you see what's going on out there and you say, well, there's anger, there's jealousy, there's craziness, there's violence, there's lying, there's stealing. You're right. And then you say, thank you for showing me how not to be. Or even you can say, I recognize that. And then straight away, there's a sense of connectedness with others. There's a recognition we're all in the same boat. We've all got some kind of negative qualities. And it calms your own mind down, and you make it, and it's a learning. And then you can have compassion. Then you can have compassion. It's pretty powerful. And it's a rich way to live your lives, It's a rich way to learn. Every single thing we see in the world, it becomes a learning for us. That's something to think about for sure.